Hello, world. So I want to talk about hustling and money and probably one of the easiest ways to make money that I know of, and that is to know where something is for sale and be able to sell it to someone else, use their money to buy it, and you get to keep all the profit. That being said, in fact, let me back up a little bit. If you remember the doors that I, long time ago, only a few people are going to know about this because this is back when I had like 2 subscribers. Which I don't have a lot now, but I appreciate every one of you. But anyways, I bought a warehouse full of doors up in Georgia. And I brought back a ton of doors. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars worth of doors. 100% free to me. In fact, I made $9,000 and got all the free doors that I could carry off a deal because I knew about the deal. I went to someone else and said, hey, I can bring the doors to you 1 truckload at a time and you pay me this much a door. And I already had a guaranteed price of me buying them. So my mom actually floated the first load, tripled my money on the first load, and then use that money to do the rest and pay my mom back like 2 days later. So, but anytime you have an opportunity to where you know about something, don't ever just say, no, I don't have enough money, or no, say, you know what, I do, but let me get a couple things done, or make up some kind of excuse, to do something to give you a little bit of time. Say, yeah, I got another deal that I got set up and it's going to be like 3 days away. Can you give me a little bit to free up my money off that job, and then we can sit down and talk about it? And but the best way to make money is to use someone else's money to buy something, and all you're doing is putting in the legwork. That being said, I found a business for sale. I don't have the money to buy it. But after 2 phone calls, I found someone who does have the money to buy it. So I says, what do you need to know to buy this business? And I think we can probably get it for this much. I says, and I told him, I was like, here's the deal. I'm going to buy it and I'll get everything set up to where all you got to do is basically have an empty warehouse and bring everything to you. So he's like, this is what I need to know. Tell me this. So I've, called him back, went over, but I'm trying to work another warehouse deal right now where a guy's just, kind of like me, fed up and just wants to, kind of just take a breather and set back and just kind of enjoy things before they turn to complete crap. But I'm working a deal right now. Now, this particular deal is actually opening something else up, which I've been wanting to do. And I think this deal is going to basically start, the money I'm going to make off this is going to start the Twitch channel, which I've tried doing a couple live streams, and I definitely need help. I am not a savant when it comes to computers, but this is right here, for the money I'm going to make on it, it should be able to finance the Twitch channel, or at least get it up off the ground with its own private location, its own computer system, standalone internet. Everything's going to be completely separate than everything else I got going on now. And that's going to be very interesting. And it's so much to a point that it may progress into something else, which it's going to, well, let's just say it may progress into a collab with someone a little bit bigger. Hush. A little bit more popularity than me. So, but you never know who you're going to run into. So I'm trying to get that set up and get the groundwork set up, to where I can be on Twitch. And basically, there's someone else on Twitch who's a little bit more famous than the average person, and we're gonna do a little bartering. So, just bought a house in Jacksonville, and willing to help me out, and I'm willing to help him out on getting him some nice doors and some beautiful leaded glass, and do a little bit of work around the house. And he's gonna set me up with a basically upgrading an existing computer I have. and because I told him what I have, and he's like, well, it's. And I was like, yeah, I got 3 of them brand new. He's like, what? So I told him I had 3 identical computers, brand new. I mean, completely, you know, like empty, you know. And he says, I can do something with that. I said, cool. So, but yeah, I'm really hoping to start getting the ball rolling, but I got to do this deal first, and then the money off of that kind of snowballs and turns into a bunch of things, which, again, I have no interest in how much money I make on Twitch or that. I just want to know, you know, how the money flows, the advertising. I want to kind of get this information for myself and to let people know what it takes to get started. If you decide, you know, hey, I'm tired of being out in the sun busting my ass, I want to, you know, sit in a room and play video games all day and have food delivered to me, you know, because that's basically a Twitch streamer. So, but yeah, man, it's been, oh, and this morning I was so exhausted, and it was just kind of going slow, and a couple people started showing up and ended up making over 200 today, which again really isn't, you know, like, it's okay for a day, you know, just having a day of no bills, nothing like that, that's awesome. But sold that big China hut, sold all the crown molds, sold a couple of pieces of furniture. Sold, a guy came in, bought all the records, and they were kind of like, you know, they were good records, but they weren't in perfect condition. They were all, you know, and he made an offer, and I said, sure, why not? I'll take that. And so I broke even on the storage unit, minus the month I had to rent it. So, you know, and I figure by the time I sell the rest, I should break even. So even though, you know, I didn't really make any money on that one, it could have been worse because it was a crappy locker, and I've been able to pull some money out of a very bad locker to where, you know, I lost time. I'm not necessarily going to lose money, but I definitely lost some time and just, you know, a couple days labor of just going through all the trash. And oh my God, that was. And if any of y'all ever want to do a storage locker, just fully understand, sometimes they nice looking lockers, and the more you dig into them, it's like everything's broken, everything's chipped, the glass is all, or, you know, it'll be labeled, you know, nice dishes, and you open it up and it's freaking Tupperware. And, you know, so there's a lot of variables on buying storage lockers. In fact, I almost bought one today, and I just literally 2 minutes before the auction in, I was about to click yes, and I was like, nah, I'm just not going to do it. I don't need more shit. So, but I'm going to go back. I'm actually over here waiting on somebody. And once they get here, I'm going to go over to the storage units again and get all hot and sweaty. But I'm going to get the shelves, and there's still a little bit more here and there. So I'm going to get all that localized in one spot. And since I sold the crown mold and a bunch of other stuff, I've noticed there's a couple of bare spots in my shelving. So I'm going to grab probably about 20 shelves and bring them back to the shop so I can fill in all the little gaps and everything. And basically now all I'm doing is the warehouse, for the most part, is pretty much on lock as far as, you know, everything's up where it needs to be. I got to cut 2 pieces of wood, put them up. And at this point, it's really just kind of, I don't know, just detailing. You know, it's like, okay, here's a shelf that I'm going to have toys, or this shelf's going to have cars and stuff like that. And, you know, so, and then I got, this weekend I'm going to be working in the back part, getting all that cleaned up. And I don't know what I'm going to do about trash, because I got a huge pile of trash just leaning up against the front of the building. And when I say huge, I'm talking about the size of a car. And every can I have now is full. So, and I'm debating whether I want to just load it up onto a trailer and just make a ride out to the dump. I don't want to do that. I don't mind doing it, but I'd rather not. So, I'm waiting to see if they dump the cans over at my warehouse, because they're really behind schedule. I think they missed the whole entire street. Nobody on the street has any trash that's been emptied. So I don't know if they just forgot to go down the street or what, but nobody has it. But I got I moved a bunch of my cans back over to my house, so at least all of them cans are not at one location, because that was a little sketchy. Even for me, that was, I was looking, I was like, okay, this might be a little too much, you know. So I got them all put back where they're supposed to be. But yeah, that's it. And I'm telling you that if you ever come across a deal, just whatever you do, you don't have to say yes, but don't ever say no to any situation. You know, because as soon as you hear about it, you start calling everybody saying, hey, you know, didn't you mention a guy once back in the day that wanted something like this? And, you know, just get the word out. And if you can't get something, you know, hemmed up in 2-3 days, and you call them and say, hey man, you know, it's going to take longer to get my money set up. You know, if you still have it, I'm interested, but, you know, right now my money's just tied up into another deal that I got going on. But always be hustling, always be grinding, always looking for opportunities, because they're there. They're there every day. There's people like me who, you know, someone can come and buy a bunch of stuff really cheap, you know, but it just, everybody's like, oh, I just want this one little thing that I can make hundreds of dollars on. And if that's who you are, you're a fucking dick. Okay? You know, these little cunts around here are always talking about, you know, I'm just looking for this, you know, like, I just want the best thing you have at nothing so I can make a bunch of money. And I was like, my job is not to service you. My job is not to just give you my best item at nothing. You know, and that's what pisses me off. Now, someone came in and said, hey, you know, this I like. You know, I said, I want a good deal, but you know what? You got some other things here. Let's see if we can work it out. Let me get a lot of stuff from you. You know, I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. And that's who I want to hook up. Someone who wants to grind and doesn't want the, you know, the top tier stuff at, you know, peanut butter prices. So I can't stand people who do that too. That's just not a good person. So anyways, and I am thinking about making a video, but I know it's going to get me in trouble. But on June 1st, I got to figure out the rules on how I can react to a video. But I want to make a react video for you guys. And if you don't know what a react video is, basically where I watch something and then I pause it and give my opinion of that little aspect and then play it. A lot of people do it on music videos or, you know, things like that. But I kind of want to, there's a movie coming out June 1st that I'm definitely going to watch it. I got to figure out where it's playing, but I'm going to watch it. And it just looks like it's going to be a very hilarious movie that I want to react to. So, but yeah, I got some stuff. Man, I got some stuff coming down the line. You know, watching traffic go by. Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to go get a bunch of stuff done. Work till probably 9-10 o'clock tonight, and then I'm gonna see about going tomorrow and talking with a major corporation on setting up a payment plan with them to where I can start using their services. I don't want to, but it's gonna make me money. Hopefully, it should. Maybe, possibly. Nah, I'm gonna have fun. Peace, love, money. I'm out.